Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and we are back for episode number. This will be 10 of our Red Sox franchise, and hopefully it will be the end of the regular season for us. I'm actually going to save the game right now so I don't lose stuff. Um, Last episode we did the draft and the trade deadline. Made one trade. It was mostly a salary dump kind of trade, but we did get a guy in that I think will be pretty nice for us to develop. Um, you say where we sit rankings wise. We looked at our standings too. We are currently first in the wild card, second in our division. So there is there is definitely a chance that we could pull the division out. But if the Yankees keep winning, it's gonna be hard to do. We do have a 4-game series against them at the end of the month, and then a 3-game series against them in the middle of September. And that's it. That's all we got. So, yeah, we're pretty much going to sim through this. I don't know how much game entry we'll be doing. Astros end up beating us there. So one of our AA players tore his Achilles. That's tough. Um, we do manage to defeat him, so we win the series. Beat Kansas City in the series. We will stop simulating to see where we're at. Okay, so we won 2 out of 3 against Houston, won 2 out of 3 against Kansas City, lost 2 to San Diego, and then swept Houston. So we are currently 69 and 53, still 6.5 back of the Yankees, as they are sitting at a clean 75 and 46. In the National League, the Dodgers have won 85 games. The Padres are 65 and 56, 9 games over 500, and they are 20 games back of their division. That's crazy. Then you see a National League Central pretty tightly packed. Reds and Brewers emerging as the favorites. Cubs kind of disappointing there. And then in the East, Braves, Phillies, the top two. That's going to probably come down to the wire. Mets looking like they're probably a playoff team. If we look at the wild card, Phillies, Padres, Mets. Brewers, Diamondbacks right there as well. In the American League, you see again, we're 6.5 back of the Yankees, with Blue Jays being a game under 500, but still pretty good. Tigers at 71 and 51, so they are very good. Guardians, 65 and 55. Astros leading their division. I don't see that happening in real life. Not just because as a Rangers fan, I like to see the Astros suffer. I really think it's between the Mariners and the Rangers out of those two teams. Athletics and Angels both bad. White Sox also bad. They've lost 47 games. Some of these teams are already hitting elimination numbers. So I try to see who's the smallest. So the White Sox elimination number for their division is 18. It's got to be the Rockies for their division is 6. If they lose 6 games, they officially cannot win their division because the Dodgers are so good. 12 for the Marlins, 13 for the Nationals, and then as far as the wild cards go, White Sox are 25, and the Marlins are 21. So there you go. Try to keep a decent eye on how we're doing. We'll sim up to this point. We should sweep Miami. We do not, but we're just gonna move him to the 60-day disabled list so they quit asking us. Keep him active. Okay, so we win 1 against Miami and then lose 2 straight to Baltimore. We've currently lost 3 games in a row, but we have won 70 games. We are still ahead of the Orioles, and we only lost half a game worth of ground on the Yankees. They've been at about the same pace that we have at the exact same pace we have the last 10 games. So now it's just a series, a 4-game series against them. So we will simulate all of this. We win that game. We are currently down 2 with 1 out. Jarren Duran up. Yoshida, Rafaela on first and second. They win 8-7. We get a run back. And we do win the series 3 out of 4 games. So that's very good. Crochet gets another win. He is 16-4 with 2.29 ERA. Garrett Whitlock has been pretty solid since we moved him up. Brain Bello is struggling. Liam Hendricks is a reliever, so that number means less to me. That's the loss. It was right there to Baltimore. Okay, so we are 5.5 back. We only managed to gain a game and a half. And now the Orioles are at 70 wins. So we'll sim through this, see what happens. 1 to 2 months. Put them on the 10-day. We do win that one. So with him being hurt, Romy Gonzalez then moves over to shortstop. It's DH. Rafael is playing. Okay, first of all, I don't know. Actually, we can put Nick Senzel in here. Get him some play. He's good against lefties, so this actually works out okay for us. I move Bregman up in the order so Senzel's not batting second. Yoshida's hit 20 home runs, 73 RBIs, and a 321 average for us. So he's been quite good this year. Connor Wong has been okay. Costa's got to 20 home runs, 29, 91, and a 304 average for Devers. Bregman is at 20 home runs. Jarren Duran's at 20 home runs, and he's at a 326 average. Rafael has hit 10. Willie Abreu's only hit 4. It's just where we're at. Lee Sable's got 6 home runs. We're not going to call anybody up yet because I'd rather just wait till the September call-ups and make my moves then. Orioles win. We split the series with them. That's not helpful. Pirates beat us 1-0. Then we win 1-0. Hello, Whitlock. All right, now we're at the September call-ups. Got a few guys here. We need to get our roster to 27. Yeah, we're at 25. Current roster strategy is playoff push. So Ethan Salas is out because he is on the injured list, and he's hurt for another 1 to 2 months. So we're out on that. Now, a guy like Christian Campbell, I will be considering, and he will, in fact, get the call-up. He actually started the season on the Major League roster and is starting for the Red Sox. Marcelo Mayer's been very good. He's down in Double-A, but I actually think I'm going to go ahead and call him up. So we can only move up people that are on the... So I think it needs to be 27 or 28. They're saying Reed Detmers, Quinn Priester. I think I'd rather, if I'm going to call up a pitcher, it will be Detmers. So I may do Detmers and then not do Marcelo Mayer. Depends on how many. 28. Okay. That's the number. So since we moved up, David Hamilton is hurt for probably the rest of the year. He could maybe come back for the playoffs. We got Christian Campbell and Romy Gonzalez. We brought up Detmers. It's right now. It's between Marcelo Mayer and Roman Anthony. I think I'm going to bring up Anthony. He's been very good in AAA. Mayer hasn't even been in AAA. He's been in AA all season. So add to the 40-man. Bring him up. Then I'm actually going to move him to AAA. Yes. This can stay the same. Christian Campbell actually can't play shortstop. That's crazy. But Cesar Rafaela can. How well does he hit? Okay, we'd want to do this against lefties, not. Honestly, I kind of want to move one of them into a spot for Wilyer Abreu because he's not been very good. But we'll leave this the way it is. And then the pitching rotation. It's not going to show me his AA stats, so I have no idea how well, or his AAA stats. I don't know how well he pitched. But the main point of this is that they are here for the playoffs. I've got access to Detmers if I need a lefty besides Crochet. Plus Walker Buehler's here. He's got playoff experience. So that's the big thing. And now we just have the month of September left. Let's Hamilton getting injured right before the playoffs. We're just going to put him on the 60-day DL. I don't see him coming back. 1 to 2 months that's the good side of that. He's back at the end of this month. Detmers is here. Bases loaded, bottom of the 7th. Tie game, 1 out. And 1 ground ball does it. That's probably it. Oh my goodness. Garrett Crochet fractures his arm, and he will be out for 1 to 2 months. Oh my goodness. Against the Athletics of all people. So we'd have to lose. We still technically have a shot at the. Not even technically. We do have a shot at the division. Wild card. We're 3 games up for that. But we could fall out. The Twins are only a game back out of wild card contention. And Crochet was probably looking at another 3 starts before the playoffs. That's tough. I probably should change that up. I guess we'll do that to put a lefty back in the rotation. And now we're the thing about him being on the injured list is that I don't really have a pitcher I want to bring up. Uh, he'll be available for the. I can't bring anybody up because I need him to. Well, hell, that game didn't hurt his ERA at least. Didn't give up any runs. He had 5 strikeouts and 3 1/3. So he's having a hell of a season. But it is over now, unfortunately. Uh, let's look at his. Let's look at his stats. Garrett Crochet, 17-4 with a 2.11 ERA, 175 strikeouts, and a WHIP of 1.02. He's got to be in serious consideration for a Cy Young. Royce Lewis is having an insane year for the Twins. So he's leading in MVP voting. Aaron Judge second. Gunnar Henderson third. Garrett Crochet is in fact the leader for the American League Cy Young. I think he's probably fine, and I think he'll still win it. Max Fried does have a chance to beat his win total. And they do technically, I guess, have a chance to beat the ERA. I don't know because they've probably only got a couple of starts left, so I don't know if in 2 games, 2 or 3 starts, they'd have the opportunity to make up for Flaherty 0.48 points off of their ERA and 8 for Fried. I don't think they'll pass him. Fried can't pass him in strikeouts. He needs 33 strikeouts over what is probably about 2 or 3 starts. So I guess he could, but it's not likely. Flaherty could. Jarren Duran and Masataka Yoshida are fighting for the batting title. Reliever of the year. Rookie of the year is looking like it's going to go to Griffin Conine. He came to. He's doing some good things for them. I don't know why the Marlins shouldn't have traded him. Hank Aaron Award. Gold Glove pitcher. I'm just kind of looking and seeing if we've got anybody else that's being considered for awards. Ceddanne Rafaela for Gold Glove. Masataka Yoshida, Silver Slugger DH. Rafael Devers is second for third baseman. He's not going to win that because Royce Lewis, again, is having an absolutely insane year. Jarren Duran is in first for a. That's tough. That is tough. We have a series against the Yankees coming up that's very important for our. Okay, we have to have 28. Bring up another reliever. I think what that is going to do, unfortunately, is it probably means Garrett Crochet won't be available at any point in the playoffs. I think I probably did that wrong. Most likely, what I should have done is left him active and then just played with him as the. We do get a win against the A's, so play the A's again in week. Lost 2 out of 3 to the Yankees. We are currently 82 and 68. We'll see what Reed Detmers does in his first start. Looks like he gave up somewhere between 1 and 3 runs. Let's just let's look and see. Red Sox 5 1/3, gave up 3. That's not bad. We're in a bad way right now. Won 3 games in our last 3 series, with 2 of those coming against the Athletics. They went our AAA team went 80-70 and didn't make the playoffs. And they really didn't make the playoffs. Won 1 game against Tampa Bay, getting shut out twice. And Reed Detmers had a good game against Tampa Bay. That's good. Right time to get hot, I guess. We are unfortunately picking the absolute worst time imaginable to go cold. Yes. Okay. Who was it that I called up? It was Austin Adams. I don't even think it's pitched yet. Okay, I can't move him down. Well, this may not be the correct move. I don't know. But surely the computer is smart enough to not play him when he's got a freaking fractured arm. Can I just completely take him out? And Romy Gonzalez is hurt. Finished at 87-75. We've made the postseason as a wild card team, and we'll be playing the Orioles. Yes. Okay, so here are the playoff teams. Detroit takes the #1 seed from the Yankees, and we'll get a first round bye. The Yankees take the 2 seed for a first round bye. Houston the 3 seed, so they won that division. And then us, Baltimore, and Minnesota round it out. So only teams out of those that did not make the playoffs last year were us and Minnesota. Baltimore and Houston both did. The Guardians were the other one, and the Royals, I think, made the playoffs. On the other side of the bracket, the Dodgers, of course, made the playoffs. Phillies made the playoffs. Atlanta, San Diego, Milwaukee, and Cincinnati. So first, the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Brewers, and the Braves all made it last year. San Diego and Cincinnati did not. Now, let's look at the awards and league leaders. Jarren Duran won the batting title. Aaron Judge sneaks up and wins MVP, ends up hitting 50 home runs. Garrett Crochet gets the Cy Young Award. Jack Flaherty did nearly match his strikeout total, but probably not pitching for 2 weeks. That was probably enough to. Jarren Duran won the batting title. Yoshida dropped off. Won it by 0.04 points, so pretty close there. If anybody else win any awards. No, Rafaela was in the lead for the center fielder. He did not. Had an error. Dalton Varsho won it for the 2nd year in the row. The Blue Jays just be having defensive center fielders, man. They've won it 3 years in a row. Riley Green sneaks up and takes it from Stephen Kwan, who's won it 2 years in a row. Bobby Witt wins his 2nd in a row. Michael Garcia won his for the first time. Andres Jimenez wins it for the 3rd year in a row, just with a different team. Christian Walker wins his first. Well, first in the American League anyway. And then the right fielder was Griffin Conine. So the rookie winning a Gold Glove in his first season. Rookie of the Year and a Gold Glove. Masataka Yoshida does win a Silver Slugger award. He has gone up substantially from the start of the season. He was an All-Star this year. That's huge. Do we have any other Silver Sluggers? I doubt it. Yeah. Royce Lewis kind of hurt his candidacy for that. Jarren Duran. No, he was number 2 for all of those. Let's see in the National League. Kyle Schwarber wins the MVP. 46 home runs, 134 RBIs. Mookie Betts is second. Tyler Glasnow is third. I'm guessing he won a Cy Young. Oops. Cy Young Award goes to... This is just stupid. Tyler Glasnow first. Blake Snell second. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is third. What is this? Well, Tyler Glasnow had a hell of a year. Christian Yelich wins the batting title. Matt Strahm wins reliever of the year with 46 saves. Tanner Scott had 56 for the Dodgers. Rookie of the year, Roki Sasaki, going 13-8. Hyesung Kim was third. And Aaron Award and Mookie Betts was second. Let's see. Any other interesting names on here? We'll go Gold Glove. Ryan Weathers wins his first. Francisco Alvarez wins his first. Gold Glove catcher. Oh, I don't know if it's his first. Okay, so Christian Walker wins his third straight, just not in that, not in the National League. Bryce Harper actually takes it this year. Ketel Marte takes the second base. Nolan Arenado wins it at third. Surely he's won other ones. Yeah, he won it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in a row. 10 years in a row, and then wins it again in 2025. He's had a lot of success over his career. I didn't realize he'd done that many things. 3-time home run champ, 11-time Gold Glover, including 10 in a row, 5-time Silver Slugger, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-time All-Star. So shout out to Nolan Arenado. Dansby Swanson wins the shortstop one. Jackson Chourio, that's definitely his first. Shout outs to him. Jacob Young wins it in center field. Shout outs to the youngster winning his first. Sal Frelick wins it in right field. So the that's actually his second. So very solid outfield play from the Brewers. Kyle Tucker finishes in second. He will be Brenton Doyle misses out on his third consecutive. He is getting worse offensively. 99 fielding, 99 arm strength. Hard to argue with that. An 86 speed, which has gone down. Silver Slugger, Schwarber. Bryce Harper wins his second in a row. Will Smith actually beat out William Contreras. Schwarber won his first. Ketel Marte wins his second. Mark Vientos of the Mets wins his first. Mookie Betts wins. Ian Happ takes one. Kyle Tucker takes one, and Fernando Tatis wins it. Look at all those Padres at different ones. Fernando Tatis, Jurickson Profar, Juan Soto, and Jackson Merrill won it as well. So postseason MVP last year it was Tommy Edman, Ketel Marte, Bryce Harper the years before, and then Adolis Garcia won it. Giancarlo Stanton, Jeremy Pena. World Series MVP Freddie Freeman, Corey Seager, Jeremy Pena. Okay, so we did manage to make the playoffs. Let's look at our let's look at player statistics before we get out of this. Cutter Crawford finished 11-10, 2.60 ERA. So he had a really good year. I'm glad to see that he got better. ERA, he got a lot better. He had a huge improvement from last season. So that is a definite building piece for us. He's only 28, so we've got several more years. Brayan Bello was he was okay. ERA was he's pretty consistent. I'm not 100% sold on him. Tanner Hoff was pretty good. Starting pitchers is what I want. Reed Detmers, he got better. He had a couple of good starts for us. Garrett Whitlock went 3-5 when we called him up. The 3.71 ERA. Good chance he makes it onto the MLB roster next year and is part of the rotation. Walker Buehler was okay. He didn't get a lot of starts. He actually had a save, which is kind of funny. Started 11 games, went 2-2. ERA of 3.86. He's not a guy. He hasn't really gotten a lot of starts over his career. He's been an All-Star twice. He will be very important for us in the playoffs because he's got actual playoff experience. So our best reliever as far as Paul Sewald pitched a lot. That's probably why his ERA is so bad. Who led us in saves? Aroldis Chapman got 21. Slayton got 15 after we moved him into the closing role. Liam Hendriks had 2. Connor Wong ended the season cold. He had 15 home runs, 55 RBIs, 234 average. Casas ended the season hot with 23 homers, 74 RBIs, and a 266 average. Bregman, 23 home runs, 79 RBIs, and a 269 average. Devers, 36 homers, 103 RBIs, and a 289 average. Senzel in 15 games hit 2 homers, 6 RBIs. David Hamilton is probably he is because he's not on our roster right now because he's on the injured list, so he's not going to get any. Did it auto call up Grissom? I guess Campbell didn't. So Yoshida and Duran both had very, very productive years. Rafaela was okay. Wilyer Abreu, not as good. Why is he on the roster? What the hell? Why did they send him down to AAA? That's why. And why did Campbell not? He didn't do great in the majors. Gonzalez is hurt. Probably okay with Grissom being here. Just because of our injury situation. Roman Anthony got called up. What did he do? He's at a 72. I'd honestly probably be okay with him playing and Rafaela going to shortstop. Why did y'all bring him up? He was on the 40-man roster then. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. Let me look at my 40-man and see who's here that we might move up. That would be a better option than some of these people. I don't understand how he wasn't on the roster then. I'm pretty sure he's been on the 40-man all season. Maybe he wasn't. I know Campbell wasn't. So goofy. I don't want him on my. I need somebody better. I just don't know who. I don't really have a fielder that's any better. Whatever. Okay, so in the next series, in the next episode, we will start our playoff series against the Baltimore Orioles. We'll probably try and do a series and episode. I do not want. It will not be Detmers on the mound first. It will probably be Cutter Crawford. But we will probably try and do a playoff series and episode. I don't know how the playoffs will go. Not having Garrett Crochet really sucks. We're also without David Hamilton, so our starting shortstop for pretty much the whole season, as well as our Cy Young winning pitcher for the whole season, will not be available in the playoffs, which really, really sucks. And so Baltimore may be able to take a series from us. But I will see you guys in the next episode where we will begin our playoff journey. So, this is Friar Chuck saying bye bye.